Have you ever felt an itch that made you wonder what your body was trying to tell you? As we age, our bodies communicate subtly through aches, discomfort, or even persistent itchiness. While many dismiss a small itch as merely dry skin or temporary irritation, the truth is where that itch appears on your body might be revealing considerably more than you realize. In fact, specific areas of chronic itchiness in seniors have been connected to serious underlying health conditions that could quietly shorten your lifespan. That's right. Something seemingly simple as a persistent itch could be your body raising a red flag, suggesting it's time to pay closer attention. In this video, we're going to reveal 4 specific areas on the body where itchiness in older adults could indicate deeper health issues. These aren't simply theories or folklore. They're based on actual patterns documented by physicians and researchers who've examined aging and longevity. Each of these itchy locations has a distinctive story to tell about your circulation, your vital organs, your nervous system, and even your nutritional status. And by the conclusion of this video, you'll understand how to identify these warning signals and what measures you can take to address them. So don't dismiss these signs. Stay with us until the end, because comprehending what your body's attempting to communicate might not only help you extend your lifespan, it might help you experience those years with greater vitality, mental sharpness, and emotional balance. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's an excellent time to do that and activate the bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Let's begin. Number 1, persistent itchiness on the lower legs. One of the most frequently overlooked yet revealing indicators that something significant may be occurring in your body is a constant itch on the lower legs. It's tempting to attribute it to dry skin or normal aging, but when this region becomes notably itchy without any visible rash or inflammation, it might be time for closer examination. Medical experts have discovered that older adults who regularly scratch their calves, shins, or ankles may be experiencing inadequate circulation, particularly a condition known as peripheral artery disease. This indicates the blood isn't flowing properly through the small vessels in your lower extremities, and that restricted circulation can cause the skin to become parched, sensitive, and unusually itchy. Now let's consider 2 men, Thomas and Martin, both in their early 80s. Thomas enjoys taking brief walks around his community every morning. He maintains activity, examines his feet and legs regularly, and hasn't observed anything concerning. Martin, conversely, has become less mobile recently. He's been experiencing increased fatigue, sits for extended periods, and has begun noticing a persistent itch developing on his legs, primarily at night or after sitting for considerable time. He applies moisturizer believing it's merely dry skin, but it provides little relief. What Martin doesn't realize is that this itching might be his body's method of indicating that blood isn't reaching the lower portion of his legs as effectively as previously. When your legs aren't receiving adequate circulation, not only does the skin become dehydrated, but the muscles and tissues also begin weakening gradually. This places additional burden on your heart, your blood vessels, and your entire circulatory system. And poor circulation has been associated with elevated risks of heart disease, stroke, and even cognitive impairment. The legs are commonly referred to as the second heart because they serve such an important function in helping circulate blood back upward to the rest of the body. If they're struggling, your entire system may suffer. But here's the encouraging news. This type of itchiness can be managed and potentially reversed if identified early. Movement provides one of the best remedies. Gentle leg exercises, consistent short walks, and elevating your feet while sitting can all contribute to improved blood flow. Maintaining hydration, wearing suitable compression socks, and reducing sodium intake can also create significant improvement. If you've been experiencing an itch in your lower legs that persists, particularly when there's no evident rash or allergic reaction, don't disregard it. Your body might be attempting to gain your attention through the only method available. Number 2, unexplained itching on the upper or mid-back. An irritation in the middle of your back can be difficult to reach, but what if it's attempting to communicate an important message? Many seniors experience ongoing itchiness on the upper or mid-back. And while it's easy to attribute it to dry skin or clothing irritation, this type of itch frequently indicates something considerably deeper. Indeed, one of the less recognized but significant causes of upper back itchiness relates to problems with the liver or kidneys, two critical organs responsible for filtering toxins from the bloodstream and maintaining internal equilibrium. When these organs function suboptimally, waste substances can accumulate in the bloodstream, irritating the skin and triggering itchiness, especially in areas like the back where numerous nerve endings are concentrated. Consider Elizabeth and Patricia, both 76 years old. Elizabeth maintains regular medical checkups, consumes plenty of water, and has consistently maintained healthy skin. Patricia, however, has recently been experiencing unusual tiredness, noticed some swelling around her ankles, and has started scratching her back more frequently, particularly during nighttime. She's attempted changing laundry products and applying moisturizers regularly, but the itchiness continues. What Patricia doesn't comprehend is that this persistent itch might be her body's way of signaling that her kidneys are strained, or that her liver isn't processing toxins as effectively as before. And when these vital organs aren't functioning optimally, it can impact everything from digestion and rest to energy reserves and cognitive function. Itchy skin resulting from liver or kidney dysfunction typically persists, doesn't improve with standard treatments, and often manifests without any visible rash. It's also more frequently experienced at night, disrupting sleep and further depleting energy. And while seemingly unconnected, this type of chronic itching has been linked with reduced lifespan in older adults, not because the itching itself presents danger, but because of what it represents, a fundamental imbalance that could be silently worsening. But this shouldn't cause alarm. Instead, it's a reason to assess your body's condition. A routine blood test can typically reveal how effectively your liver and kidneys are performing. Staying well hydrated, consuming foods low in processing, decreasing alcohol consumption, and monitoring sodium levels can help reduce strain on these organs. If you're taking several medications, it's also prudent to consult your physician about their collective impact on your liver and kidneys. So when your back next begins itching without apparent cause, pause and pay attention. Your skin might be the initial place your body displays signs of internal distress. If you're continuing to watch this video and finding these insights beneficial, please comment number 2 below to indicate your engagement. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you subscribe and activate the bell to receive notifications for future videos. Your support enables us to continue creating valuable content to educate and inspire you. Now let's proceed. Number 3, ongoing itching around the chest or abdomen. When considering indicators of declining health, people typically envision symptoms like breathing difficulty, lightheadedness, or memory issues. However, the skin across your chest and abdominal area, yes, directly across your torso, can silently communicate volumes about internal conditions, particularly when itchiness develops without obvious explanation. Seniors who frequently experience itchiness across the torso, especially in the chest or abdominal regions, may be confronting more than a simple skin disorder. This pattern of itching often serves as an indicator of nutritional deficiencies or absorption difficulties, both potentially causing gradual deterioration of physical strength, immune protection, and cellular regeneration capacity. Let's examine 2 women, Margaret and Barbara, both 81 years old. Margaret continues enjoying meal preparation, creating nutritious plates featuring fruits, vegetables, and moderate protein. She consumes less than during her younger years, but ensures nutritional quality. Barbara, however, has gradually lost interest in proper meals over the past year. She regularly skips eating times, opts for crackers or processed foods, and experiences premature fullness. Meanwhile, she began noticing increased itchiness across her chest and abdomen, particularly during evenings, occasionally with tenderness or dryness. She assumed this indicated sensitive skin and tried alternative cleansing products, but experienced no improvement. What Barbara didn't understand is that aging affects the digestive system's efficiency in absorbing essential nutrients, particularly vitamins like B12, omega fatty acids, and minerals including zinc and magnesium. When these nutrients become insufficient, skin loses moisture, nerve signals become irregular, and immune function weakens. Consequently, torso areas with concentrated nerve endings and blood vessels become hypersensitive, irritated, and itchy. More critically, these nutritional inadequacies silently impact muscle tone, energy availability, and cognitive sharpness. The most concerning aspect of malnutrition among seniors is its ability to exist without apparent weight reduction. You might maintain stable weight while your body simultaneously lacks essential components for proper maintenance. That's why persistent torso itchiness might represent more than mere discomfort. It could indicate your system lacks sufficient resources for optimal functioning. The encouraging aspect is that this represents one of the most correctable issues discussed. Improving nutrition doesn't necessarily require complex modifications. Simple additions like mixed nuts, protein-rich foods, seasonal berries, or quality supplementation can produce remarkable improvements over time. If you've noticed itchiness across your chest or abdomen while your dietary habits have declined, consider this a gentle reminder to prioritize nourishment, not merely for comfort, but for longevity. Number 4. Frequent itching on the scalp or neck. When seniors begin experiencing consistent itchiness on the scalp or back of the neck, it's commonly misinterpreted as something inconsequential, perhaps dry skin, possibly a reaction to hair products, maybe simply part of aging. But deeper factors are often involved. For many older adults, this type of itch isn't merely skin-related. It's connected to underlying issues, stress, inflammation, and sometimes changes in the nervous system that can affect both physical resilience and mental well-being. The nerves surrounding the scalp and neck are exceptionally sensitive, and they're frequently the first to respond when the body experiences strain, particularly emotional or neurological stress that has accumulated gradually over time. Let's examine two men, William and George, both in their late 70s. William maintains social connections, enjoys gardening, and practices brief meditation in the evenings. He's always maintained a composed demeanor. George, alternatively, has struggled more with adjusting to retirement. He experiences restlessness during nights, remains indoors more frequently, and has been harboring considerable unacknowledged stress. Over recent months, George began scratching his head more often, initially only during evenings, then throughout entire days. No rash, no flaking, no clear explanation. He attempted different shampoos and purchased new bedding, but nothing provided relief. What George failed to recognize is that this itching likely represented a physical manifestation of emotional tension and nervous system exhaustion. As we age, our stress response mechanisms become less efficient. Instead of recovering quickly after moments of worry, the body tends to remain in a mild state of alertness, maintaining elevated cortisol levels and suppressed immune function. This tension often expresses itself through the most sensitive nerve pathways, such as those located on the scalp and posterior neck. Chronic itching in these regions has also been associated with conditions like neuropathy and even early indications of cognitive decline. This doesn't necessarily indicate something serious in every case, but it certainly warrants attention rather than dismissal. The positive aspect is that methods exist to calm the nervous system and alleviate such itching. Basic breathing techniques, outdoor activities, reestablishing social connections, or simply documenting thoughts before sleeping can help regulate the body's stress responses. In George's situation, when he began implementing modest changes, taking morning strolls, avoiding evening news programs, and phoning his sibling weekly, he noticed the itching gradually diminished, not immediately, but progressively, as tension eased from his shoulders and his thoughts became more settled. If you've been coping with persistent scalp or neck itchiness and have eliminated skin conditions or allergies as causes, consider deeper examination. Reflect on your recent emotional state, physically certainly, but emotionally as well, because your body doesn't just react to external factors, it responds to internal burdens too. And sometimes that persistent minor itch represents your nervous system gently signaling a need for greater tranquility. If you're continuing to watch and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to indicate your presence. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and activating notifications to receive future videos. Your engagement helps us continue creating beneficial content to inform and inspire you. Now let's continue. Final thoughts. Having learned about these 4 specific itchy areas on the body, Take a moment for self-reflection. Have you noticed any such signals recently? Occasional itching might seem insignificant, but as we've explored, each instance may contain deeper significance. From circulatory issues affecting the legs to potential liver or kidney strain, from stress manifesting through scalp nerves to nutritional deficiencies appearing across the torso, your body continuously attempts communication. It rarely announces loudly, instead offering subtle indications. And those quiet signals often manifest through skin reactions. The crucial understanding is that none of these signs determine inevitable outcomes. Rather, each presents an opportunity, an invitation for self-assessment, deceleration, and providing your body necessary support before minor warnings develop into significant concerns. You might increase physical activity slightly. You could enhance nutritional quality somewhat. You may improve rest quality, and you can strengthen connections with yourself and others. If any described symptoms seem familiar today, don't ignore them. Begin with a single modest adjustment, and if none seem relevant, that's preferable. But you've gained awareness of potential signals, and appropriate responses should changes occur. Because the objective extends beyond mere longevity. It encompasses living longer with mental clarity, personal independence, and genuine satisfaction. Responding to your body's early signals, including those manifesting as itchiness, represents one of the wisest approaches to achieving this goal. Thank you for joining today's discussion. We value hearing from you. Please comment below sharing something meaningful you've learned today and how you intend to apply this knowledge. Your perspectives matter greatly, so please share freely. Reading your comments provides tremendous motivation and encouragement for our work. If you found this video helpful and informative, please like, subscribe, and share with others. Your support enables continued creation of quality content designed to inform and inspire. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to connecting again in our next video.